York Jets. A new era begins here at MetLife Stadium. The Bills and Jets underway to close out Week 1. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the new pickup from New England. This is Damian Harris. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play, picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, Parker, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now 1 for 1, a lot more to go. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Well, he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. That's caught left side by Hardman. Yeah, he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Throwing is Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So Aaron Rodgers here getting his first run in a Jets uniform. Well, he'll get 3 of his first 4 games at home, but it is an intimidating slate. You got Buffalo tonight. They go to Dallas next Sunday, followed by a divisional home game against the Patriots, a team that's had their number, to put it mildly. And then the Super Bowl champs come in Week 4.
And don't forget, not far behind them, the Eagles in Week 6. But I think that this is a great way to open for Aaron Rodgers. If you've ever wanted a challenge, this is it. And this gives him the chance to show the rest of the world he's still got it and is still an MVP in this league.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he is going to have a Jets first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
At the Bills' 39-yard line.
Second down and 8. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Hey, 626.
Now Rodgers. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A big play here for Buffalo. 47 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bills have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, no surprise to anyone who watches the NFL there. Remember, Josh Allen, 7 touchdowns on the ground last year, added 1 more in the playoffs. In fact, the active leader in touchdowns by a quarterback with 39 coming into 2023. The big horse rides again.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 31 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Cook up the gut. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And brought down there by Taylor Rapp. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Cook again. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. And 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a hold.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to move back in front. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And Hines is going to have a Bills first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
In motion is Hardy.
Now Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A catch and a first down from Stephon Diggs, one of the league's most consistently excellent receivers. 3rd straight season with over 100 catches and a near-career best of 11 touchdowns as well.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Back to the ground, Cook. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. This one caught by Davis. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
They'll find Gabriel Davis.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And that is incomplete here.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Second and 10. Option play. Here's Cook.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The offense on 3rd down tonight. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To the air. Allen. Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Bills have moved out in front.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1. This now a 3rd and 4. Oh, did the Jets miss this guy? Here's Breece Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. On play action, Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, but it's 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Back north. Get 300. Get 300.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. And complete right side to Cook. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Rodgers. And it is caught. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there. They're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Hall. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. They'll dump this off to Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they deliver there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Cook is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Cook will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. Zuerlein now for the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now Allen. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
3rd and 4. Allen now looks to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Rodgers going to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. In motion right, that's Wilson. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That's the linebacker, Matt Milano, getting up and stopping him for a loss. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
26, inside. Jump out.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And apparently not liking what was taking place, so he'll just tuck it and take the sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Hines now on the return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackled by Ashton Davis up from the secondary. Now a 2nd and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play the...
Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. 3rd and 9 here. To throw, it's Allen. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dorian Williams, that is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, 88.
Now Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, 626.
Here's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. He finds Wilson. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle. But they allow the conversion. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. That throw right sideline is complete. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Right here, one time.
Now Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Sauce Gardner picks it off. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And that gets him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 104 yards rushing now for Cook, and this is a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.